So the basis of the game is offense tries to score and defense tries to stop them from scoring and get the ball back. In football, you are given 4 downs to try and get 10 total yards, so that way you get a new set of downs. But on 4th down, it is your last chance to make it the full 10 yards that you start with. If you do not make it 10 yards, the possession of the ball turns over to the defense, and then they get to come out on offense. A lot of teams, and probably a good 90% of the time, if they're not within about 2 or 3 yards on 4th down, they will typically punt the ball, which means they'll get in a special formation and long snap it to one player who has a big leg and will drop kick the ball as far as he can to try and get them deep down their own side of the field. You have 11 men on the side of the field on both teams. So offensively, you have 5 linemen. Quarterback is the person who basically runs all the plays in a game. He passes the ball during pass plays, and he hands it off to the respective player who's going to take the ball and run it, try and get it down the field in order to score a touchdown. On the 6th man on the line of scrimmage would be a tight end typically, who would be me. You will also have a wide receiver, who is basically just a person who goes out and does crazy pass routes, catches the ball, and makes touchdowns. Behind the quarterback, you have what's called a fullback and a tailback. Defensively, you have 3 down linemen, or 4 down linemen, 3 in our case, with one goal, which is to kill the quarterback, or whoever has the ball, before it gets past the line of scrimmage. Linebackers try and do what's called blitz, which is immediately rush in and try and get the quarterback. You have 2 cornerbacks. The last position on the field is a safety. Basically, they are a cleanup guy. It's divided by a 50-yard line. The total length of the football field is about 100 yards. The 2 end zones are 10 yards back on each side, so it's actually a 120-yard field, and it's about 53 yards wide. A football game is played over a period of 4 quarters. Each quarter is different depending on, what level you're in, high school, college, pro. We played 8-minute quarters, and then after each quarter, the 2 teams will switch which direction they're going. So in other words, if you start going, this way, at the end of the quarter, you're actually going to go this way. So if you're on the 20-yard line here, you will switch to the 20-yard line here at the end of the quarter. At halftime, you get typically between like a 15 and 20-minute break. You talk more strategy with your teammates and your coaches, and you adjust what you've been doing to go into the second half and play better, or keep going the same way if you're winning. After running or catching the ball inside the end zone, you are instantly given 6 points for making it in. The 7th point from a normal score comes from your extra point unit, which means you will have about you'll have 9 people down on the line to try and block all the defensive players rushing in. You will have a holder who's going to hold the ball and let your kicker try and kick it through 2 uprights. If the ball makes it through the uprights, then you will get 1 extra point. There are several other ways to score, similar to an extra point unit. If you do not score, but you're inside between, in high school, it's about 20 to 35 yards, you can send out the same unit that you just had in, and you can try and kick it from a deeper distance and get 3 points. I guess the reason a lot of people say is, why would you want to play a sport like football? And the reason is it's not like just a game for fun. There's something special about football, to me at least, that, it's the idea of coming together with, 30 or 40 guys on a team, really being a part of something special. It's, there's something special about being underneath Friday Night Lights, everyone coming out to see you, band together, do your best to play the game you love playing.